to for an NBA player. We'll hold off for now. Because I'd rather talk about R. Kelly. That's some pretty wild news. What day did that shit drop? 2 days ago? A day ago?
Probably like 2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah, I just heard about that. Like, yo, R. Kelly got sentenced to 30 years in prison. I'm like, wow.
Yo,
I kind of assumed it would be something like that.
I didn't even know that it was like a RICO case against him.
Yeah, sir. My bad.
That's some crazy shit. You got an article, right?
Yeah, I got an article. R. Kelly placed on suicide watch after being sentenced to 30 years in prison, his lawyer says. R. Smelly has been placed on suicide watch at the federal detention facility in New York, where he is being held after he was sentenced this week to 30 years in prison on racketeering and sex trafficking charges, his lawyer said Friday. But the disgraced R&B singer is not suicidal, attorney Jennifer Bonjean told CNN she believes, adding Kelly had been fearful of being put on suicide watch. The irony of putting someone on suicide watch when they're not suicidal is actually causes more harm, Bonjean said. Kelly, 55, was placed on suicide watch because he is well known, Bonjean said. She was told by prosecutors who spoke with prison officials. CNN has reached out to prosecutors and the Bureau of Prisons for confirmation. It's punishment for being high profile, and it's horrifying, frankly, she said. To put someone under suicide watch under those conditions is cruel and unusual when they don't need it. Bonjean had asked Kelly to email her after he was taken back to Federal Metropolitan Detention Center following some shit. Never got an email from him. Yeah, okay, that's about all we need to know. So, the boy's on suicide watch. Poor guy. It must be so tough.
Dude, 30 years? You know how he used to say age is nothing but a number?
Sheesh.
But time is nothing but a number. In 30 years, it seems really fair. I feel like also, with the RICO case, if he's going down with it, shouldn't other people go down with it? Especially if they're like bringing him girls or whatever, or if they're, I guess, enabling the behavior.
You're saying like the other people connected to him?
Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I see it says racketeering and sex trafficking charges. I guess, does racketeering automatically make it a RICO though? Or what's the definition of racketeering?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because if you're sex trafficking, that would be an organized crime itself, right? Because if it's going to be a full group.
Honestly, racketeering just means dishonest and fraudulent business dealings. So, okay, that makes sense. Because I would say, if it's a RICO, that means like, why would they even need that? It's not like he had a big ass gang of people. But yeah, so he'll be 85 when he gets out, huh?
I don't think he's getting out. I think he's going there for life.
More, right?
He has other cases in different states going to other races and shit. Yeah. So, I mean, I think the part about hiding what he was doing was more so on his internal team, like you were saying, like telling him, hey, don't let him know where the flights are going or which hotels we're staying at or rooms or studios and shit. So that part, the fact that he's hush-hush about it, you know, is probably adds on to that RICO case.
What happens to their money? Like, he's probably has so much money. What happens to their money when they go to prison? Does it get seized?
He got bread.
Oh, he just has bread? Does he just
He's not getting penalized for anything like financial related. So it's not like there's I forgot what it's called when you have to like pay everything you stole back. Like if you do like white collar shit, say you steal like 300,000, as when you get out, you have to start paying that off monthly, like to pay it back. I forgot what the term is.
But do you get to keep the money?
No.
The ones. Oh, okay. I see.
Does anyone feel bad for him about the suicide watch shit?
No, I don't think he's on suicide watch.
No, he is on suicide watch.
He's on suicide watch. I would not feel bad at all.
R. Kelly has been placed on suicide watch at the federal detention facility in New York.
Yeah, that's wild. I do not feel bad if you're fucking manipulating these girls, tricking them, gaslighting them, all these things that, like, these are girls that I guess they don't even have any power. They weren't understanding what was going on prior to what was happening. And then you get into the life, you get tricked by, oh, there's fame attached to this guy. Oh, this guy has a lot of power, so I must do these types of things. Fuck no, I don't feel bad for somebody getting 30 years and being on suicide watch.
Yeah, what is so bad about... So, I mean, that's the thing. They didn't elaborate on what was so bad about suicide watch. So she's just saying her point is he's only being put there because he's well known. Fam, he's being put there because he just got sentenced to 30 years in prison. Yeah. And then the last time we heard from his ass, he's fucking yelling at that one lady. What's that lady name? Gail. He's fucking they're killing me, Gail. Y'all killing me with this shit, man. Bro, I'm putting this nigga on suicide watch. Yeah, exactly. I'm fighting for my life. Like, bro, you need to be put on suicide watch. If anything, that's caring, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I would just let us. Nah. Cause suicide. Do you feel like suicide's an easy way out? Like you'd rather have someone do their time, or if someone kills themselves, you're like, good.
Honestly, I like the time a little bit more, but you know if they're gonna commit suicide that they're like dying inside, you know, because there's a huge fear of being like, yo, I'm about to be in prison. This is going to be my life. And, you know, I'm going to just kind of end my life, especially them realizing what they've done. So it's like, all right, it could be an easy way out, but it's like, oh, maybe I'm doing the world a favor.
That's a good point, because a lot of times I feel like it's the easy way out. Like, dang, especially when someone gets like killed by like cops or something and they did some fucked up stuff. But when you kill yourself, it's so like against the way that any species is made up. Like suicide does not exist in other animals. Like they don't get depressed and go through shit. So for us, it's so abnormal. Like if you try to intentionally hurt yourself or like cut yourself, bro, even I know a lot of people be like emo and shit, fucking slicing the wrist, but that you automatically have a disorder. Like even if you're always just doing it for attention, it's really not common or even mentally comfortable for a species to do anything that's harming itself. So to kill yourself, you're right. You do have to be in an extremely fucked up headspace.
Yeah.
But
well,
fuck
I've done that
that
before.
Huh?
Like, I've cut myself before.
How was it?
I wouldn't do it again. The shit was actually pretty annoying because like my fucking arms was itchy, and then I kind of like shitted on myself because I was like, you too pussy to actually do it, you know. But like at the time, it was like I didn't feel anything, and I was like, damn, because I worked myself into a mental space where it was like I don't want to feel anymore.
Did it help with coping with it?
It was a learning lesson, yeah, but I wouldn't say it helped with coping with the actual issues that was underlying. You know, like I had to figure that out later.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was like it wasn't a scream out for attention because I didn't tell anybody real about it. Nobody.
Yeah, you too black for that shit to show up. That's why you
nobody like figured it out. Like, and then like for months, I wore hoodies to school every day, even though it was fucking summer and shit. Cause that shit was still healing. But I was like, you dumbass. You know,
see, that's hardball right there. Because hella people will do it and they want motherfuckers to see because it's like a cry for stuff. But that's the thing. Sometimes it's easy to write off when it is a cry for attention. But it's like, nah, bro. Yeah, they're looking for attention because something is going on in their head that someone is not tending to. So no matter what the reason is, that's like, it's very hard for your brain to like do that. Something has to be going on. Regardless, maybe R. Kelly should start cutting himself.
He should probably start. Did you guys see the prisoner? There was a video of this guy. They were telling him to rap. And if he would fuck up, they'd smack him. Bro, so he was rapping this shit, and then he'd fuck up one time. He smacks him, keeps smacking him. I'm just thinking like, yo, what are they going to do to R. Kelly in prison, bro? Like, if that guy is getting that type of treatment, because they ain't going to have him in something nice.
Yeah, bro, they do not treat pedophiles very well in prison, bro.
Nah,
he's going to get fucked. I wonder what type of security he is going to have when he's there, because obviously you're a huge celebrity, but I wonder what kind of security he's going to be, or what type of facility he's going to be at.
You think he going to make some jail bangers?
Maybe, bro. Maybe. Now, okay.
If R. Kelly's at the end of the cell block singing at night and shit, he'll be pretty cool, bro. Like, probably going to, the lunch line, he'll get the big piece of chicken.
Maybe.
If they even eat chicken. Like, as long as he's entertaining everybody, I'm pretty sure R. Kelly will be fine.
What if he come out looking like a dude who killed Nipsey? You seen the picture?
Oh, bro,
that's fucked up.
He had a big ass lump on his face.
Yeah, and his eye, like it's red. You know when people get socked in the eye?
Oh, like when the inside is fucking bleeding.
Bro. I think it's like a vein popping or some shit.
Blood
what do y'all
vessel.
say to the people that argue that this is not R. Kelly's fault and it's because he was abused as a kid that he's the way he is today?
I mean, hurt people.
Yeah.
Ooh, you like that? But still, you got to go do the time. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I can't. It ain't my. If I'm one of the victims and I'm getting fucked by this grown ass man, I don't really care what the grown ass man's childhood was like. Like if a girl gets abducted and she's literally kidnapped, chained to a fucking thing, she's not like, man, but this guy has trauma, I can tell. Well, he's for sure had some shit happen to him. Like, but that ain't the world's problem. Like, it's just unfortunate for you, but no one gets a green light to just do the shit he was doing.
And you're adding on the trauma. So it's like,
now you're gonna have making someone else like, traumatized.
You think that girl's gonna care about his trauma when you're traumatizing her? Fuck no. It's like, it's super unfair.
Fuck your trauma.
I just don't like that conversation of making the person who is mentally unstable to say that they are the victim of their own doing. But like you said, if it does interact with somebody else's life and cause trauma where you're killing somebody, I mean, a serial killer was neglected when they were younger by their parents. Boo-hoo, that happens to a lot of people. It doesn't mean you can justify going out killing 30, 40 people,
It doesn't justify it. I think it's a conversation to be had, though.
Yeah.
Just to understand how certain people will come from a certain background and do things because of that. But
it's really crazy when they don't have anything like that in their background. Like serial killers and they grew up in like a normal ass household. That's what that shit throws me off. Cause like, dang, how do you even prevent that shit? Like what happened in their head? It's weird.
Yeah, when we were on our way back from Vegas, we saw that JCS, the lady who killed the guy that was cheating on her. And at the start of the video, they're like, yeah, this lady had a pretty normal childhood, no trauma or anything like that. but she ended up doing something like that. And I think they were trying to point it towards love and being like, I guess when you're in love, it'll kind of drive you to do crazy things, or it'll fuck you up, give you a different type of trauma versus one that you grew up with.
The thing I don't like about this case, though, is just like how his celebrity has carried him to this point this far. Like it's always been an issue about him.
Yeah,
with younger
motherfuckers knew about that shit forever when
he
we
was
were
with
kids.
Aaliyah and shit. So, yeah, since we were little. Even watching Boondock, seeing the episode of R. Kelly pissing on somebody.
On him.
That's hilarious, But
like Dave Chappelle too, making the sketch.
Like it's okay to make jokes about the shit, especially when they're still out doing tours, making money. Like nobody really cares. It gets swept under the rug, but. At least on the legal side, like why is it being swept under the rug on the legal side when we know as a culture that this shit has been happening?
Bro, but I hate when the black people always be like one black person in the media come out, man, look how they got another one of us. Look how they did it. Fam, like, are you just closing your ears and eyes to everything and not examining any of the footage, info? Right. There's actually a video of him pissing on a girl, so that's kind of hard to refute. They got him. Bro, how about everyone who's fucking little girls just gets got? Like, what if we all just root for that? I think we can all get on board for that, but motherfuckers, when it's a black celebrity, they can't, like, bro, still be objective, though. You lose your power when you show you're not objective at all, because now, if that shit does happen, say they get Eddie Murphy for some shit, not being with a trans, but some other shit, and it seems flimsy, now when you speak up, no one cares because you just defended R. Kelly, dumbass.
Yeah,
Robert.
Do you feel the same way about like Michael Jackson and his allegations?
No, he didn't do nothing.
So it's like
he wasn't caught. And he didn't do nothing.
But didn't R. Kelly get acquitted for his charges for the pissing on somebody or taking a shit on somebody?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, I heard. Well, you see, this wasn't full on research, but I heard Poetic Flacco bring up this point.
Oh,
he did get acquitted for those charges. But yeah, I don't know. Do you think more black people, like black people who are in power or like they've been behind a lot of media scrutiny, that's one of the reasons? Well, I'm not saying only for R. Kelly, but there's like other instances where they're kind of like they're standing up for Michael Jackson. I'm trying to think of some other
Michael
names.
Jackson he was friends with the kids. But can I tell y'all a story about Michael Jackson, actually?
Tell us.
This is another... Well, also, my mom is very biased because she loves Michael Jackson, was going to all his shit.
Everybody love Michael Jackson?
Yeah. She was going to his shows back in the day. Like, she loves him, bro. She was the one who put me on to him. So, my preschool, I went to the same school as Chris Tucker's kid. So, he invited everyone for his birthday, but the birthday was at Neverland.
Oh, shit.
So everyone went. Bro, one of the kids that filed not him filing the lawsuit, but he was accused of molesting... The one that had cancer, he was there when we were there, and like my mom said, he was just like running around like he lived there. I mean, because he did live there.
So you was at Neverland when this shit happened?
No way! Get the fuck out!
Yeah, well, I mean, Neverland is literally like just an amusement park and like arcades and stuff like that. Yeah, so he was there just running around. Like we were on a little tour
just
thing,
living there.
And he was there chilling. And so my mom's defense was always like, well, he could have gone at any point. Wasn't signaling to us. He was fine. Him and his sister were running around like they owned the place, playing on the games, hanging out with the group, like so. I don't know, man.
I guess Travis just wasn't cute enough.
I think Michael Jackson is Michael Jackson's for sure weird. Yeah. But I don't know if he was fucking the kids.
Yeah.
I mean, he said he did it because he didn't have a childhood, so it was cool to still see children around
and hang with them and
shit
lay
that.
with them.
That's
and shit.
Weird as fuck. Like, there's a weird underbelly of grown men in Hollywood hanging out with kids.
Hey, they also say Michael Jackson was castrated though. They say his balls didn't live.
He had a deep ass voice. A lot of people.
Michael didn't. Michael had a high pitch ass voice.
Michael Jackson had a deep voice.
Like when young Michael or new Michael?
Michael Jackson never had a deep voice.
T-Pain had he was talking about how Michael Jackson showed him around his house and how he secretly, like behind closed doors, he had a deep ass voice. There's been hella celebrities that have came out saying Michael Jackson had a deep ass voice.
I think I saw the video when he kind of slips up that one time.
Yeah.
He was trying to say something. He was just like, hey, he's like, and then he goes back to the voice. Bro, that's fucking crazy. Damn, I still can't believe you went to Neverland, bro. Was it dope? Was it like
was it everything you ever dreamed of?
Shit?
I just remember it being like a cool amusement park. I was like preschool age, so it was a great time.
Too old for Michael.
It was yeah, it was like a fish tank and some shit. It was cool. He had little like animals and stuff around. It was a good time.
Also to go back to that point about like people coming out and defending certain black men, like you see a lot of rappers who are yelling "Free YSL." How do you guys feel about that?
Free slime, slash that. What you mean?
Because like Chris Brown came out on the Drink Champs interview and he was talking about like, yeah, you know, those are my people.
But
like,
that's his bro. Like, yeah, that's his like. So
and
what you gonna say?
Drake even put it on the Honestly Never
That's
Mind.
his bro too. slime, slash that.
But so it's like if they do get convicted for that type of shit, it's like I feel like if you're the bros, you're kind of gonna just blame the cops for doing for.
Yeah, that's what Chris said. He said it's fucked up. Yeah, man.
Like, even if your homies is wrong, you gotta stand by your homies though. That's really
it's what
you're
gonna say. Like if we knew that one of our homies that we were cool with did a lot of other shit and was involved in a lot of shit that we didn't know about, but we knew he was involved. What I'm gonna say, yeah, man. Well, from what I've heard, he was a pretty shit guy. Like, man, that was my boy.
Up on him.
Free him. Yeah. Fuck it. But they're also not gonna come out and be like, it's bullshit the way they're doing them. They don't have no facts. They don't have no, because you're gonna look kind of dumb. It's gonna you gotta be semi-objective.
You think, okay, since R. Kelly's about to go to prison for 30 years and he got more trials and shit, do you think he should take the pill that'll make you live up to 200 years old?